You're watching News 24 Live. A few weeks ago, we had Devin Curra in studio, boxing analyst. When the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight seemed imminent, he seemed to think it wasn't going to happen. There have since been some developments. I've got him back in studio, and he's going to give us an update. Dev, welcome. Thanks for coming in again.
Thank you very much for having me.
Is it more of the same?
Well, since we last spoke, nothing has actually happened. There's been a lot of behind-the-scenes movements trying to get the deal done, but in essence, we're still at a stage where nothing has been signed. So,
you still feel like it's not going to happen, or has that changed?
I want to correct you. I didn't say it wasn't going to happen. I said it's not going to happen right now.
Okay.
I took a lot of heat for that one. Thank you. Basically, what's happened so far since we last talked was that Manny Pacquiao and his team, which is Bob Arum, his promoter, as well as his advisor, have agreed to all the lists of terms and conditions that are laid out by Floyd Mayweather. They have been negotiating this deal through a guy called Leslie Moonves, who is the chief executive of CBS, which owns Showtime. Showtime is the company that has Mayweather under contract for his fights. And the reason it's being done through a mediator is because Bob Arum and his people, and Mayweather and his people, haven't seen eye to eye in years. They don't talk to each other. They actually hate each other's guts. So that deal could never be done directly. Moonves has stepped in as a mediator. He's trying to get the deal done. What I saw the other night, they interviewed Mayweather briefly at a basketball game. He said that I haven't signed anything. Mayweather team hasn't signed anything. Pacquiao's team hasn't signed anything because there is no paper to sign yet. So we're still in the terms and conditions phase where they're going back and forth.
But then where's all this other sort of speculation coming from, that it's really just down to Mayweather putting pen to paper?
The speculation is coming from, you see, I think just about every boxing fan has got a blog site that they suddenly they'll see something and go, oh, the deal's signed, but it's simply not true. I mean, what I've become to believe is that it's a $200 million pie, which is extremely difficult to carve up with the amount of people that are involved in this whole deal. It's never going to be a simple thing. Once the terms and conditions, which is maybe 2 or 3 pages long, gets accepted, that has to be made into a legal document, which takes 2 or 3 pages and makes it a stack about this big, which goes back and forth between their legal representatives, and things are outlined and things are crossed off, and that hasn't even happened yet. So we're still a little while away from anything positive happening, but in essence, nothing has happened. In about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Mayweather did happen to bump into Manny Pacquiao. It was the first time they met face to face at a basketball game. It sent the internet alight. The two of them were talking to each other face to face with Pacquiao's advisor. They exchanged phone numbers, and then what happened later was that Mayweather went and met Pacquiao at his hotel room. They had a conference for about an hour, just the two guys, the two fighters, and then they emerged from it. But nobody got told what was said. Basically, Pacquiao wants the fight. He's doing everything he can to make the fight. I think the hinge is now on Mayweather's side. And, you know, since we've been held to ransom, in essence, by Floyd Mayweather, other fights have been made. Other fights which were on the periphery of that, where people were waiting to see what happens with this particular fight, guys have gone ahead with their careers. And one such character is Saul Alvarez, the redhead from Mexico. He's the former 154-pound world champion. And he's gone and signed a fight against a guy called James the Mandingo Warrior Kirkland. And that fight's now going to happen on the 2nd of May, which was the Mayweather-Pacquiao date. So they've gone ahead and said...
This was the 3rd?
No, this was the 2nd. Well, America being slightly behind in terms of time. So they've gone ahead and said, I'm Mexican, I'm taking that date. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend. It's an important date for Mexican boxers. It's a very, very good fight. Alvarez's record stands at 44-1, only 1 loss with 30 knockouts. Kirkland, provided he can stay out of jail between now and then, it's going to provide a great opponent for Alvarez. His record stands at 32 fights, 1 loss with 28 knockouts. Both of them are big bangers. Both of them are murderous body punches. It's slated to happen at the Alamo Dome in Texas, which is a 40,000-seater stadium. It'll be on HBO. It'll be a pay-per-view fight. It's a massive event, and it's a quality fight. In many ways, I think it's better than what Mayweather or Pacquiao is going to turn out to be. Another fight that's been signed since then...
Sorry, so what you're saying is if the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight does go ahead, it won't be on that scheduled date.
There's the one little factor. If it does get signed, Golden Boy will move Alvarez versus Kirkland off that date.
Oh, right.
Because you never want to go head-to-head with that fight, because you'll never get any pay-per-view wins out of it. No one can compete with it. But he's gone ahead and said, I'm taking it. It's a Mexican
same venue, MGM?
No. This is Alamo Dome in Texas. MGM Grand is Mayweather's signed house in essence.
Okay.